Energy check for September 15th, 2025. This is a Schumann resonance located in Russia. It measures energy for the whole world. Yes, isn't that cool? Here's a little story about how timelines work. Okay, so before we went to go out, we went to the mall and Cheesecake Factory or whatever. And I chose to wear sandals over my Sperry shoes. Trust me, this is going to matter in a minute. And I sat there and was like, which shoes should I wear? I wanted to wear my Sperry's, and I put them on, and there was sand in them because I had worn them at the beach, and I hadn't gotten rid of the sand. And so I ended up wearing my Birkenstock sandals, right? Go throughout the day, it's fine. We get home, and I trip on the Birkenstock sandal outside my home and just biff it. Just like flat on my stomach. Not my ass this time, but like my stomach. And I just was like, oh, I should have put the Sperry's on. I bet I wouldn't have fallen. And now today, I am so sore because my body had to go, clinch when you fall. And so even parts that didn't touch the ground are sore. If I had chosen to wear those Sperry's and maybe shook out the sand, I'm not sure this would have happened. And so that is how quickly timelines change. That is how quickly you change the trajectory of what you were going to do the next day or what you were going to do the next week or something. I don't know what it changed in my life, but that was a clear pivot that I had a choice to make that had a consequence. And I don't know which timeline I'm on. Now, granted, a lot of times when we have these little decisions, we end up back on the main timeline because there is, in my belief system, a main timeline that you end up coming back to. It's like your center, your homeostasis, your like this, right? We're at homeostasis here. It was just an interesting way to look at that decision because I am really sore. And I can't do a lot today because I'm really sore. And so anything I was planning on doing, which wasn't a ton, but it takes a back seat now. Think about decisions you're making in your life. You don't have to think about the consequences like that. Like, if I wear these, will I fall? That kind of thing. But after the fact, go back and see how it could have had a different path. You know what I mean? And appreciate the one that you're on because it's the one that your present self is living. And remember, you can always come back to homeostasis. It is always available for you. And that is your most direct path towards joy, happiness, authenticity, all the beautiful things in life. You just might have to take some detours once in a while, like I did.